What are your thoughts on like moving around a little bit? Because I do believe that like moving around sometimes helps escalate your career. Also, I mean, it's not like I don't believe in like loyalty to your firm if you have a good spot. So that as like a two-folded part question, first business school and your perspective there pertinent to growth equity. And then of course, kind of the latter around like moving around.
The reason I went to business school was honestly more a personal underwrite than a professional underwrite. Going to Stanford Business School was a dream since I was like 19 years old. And I was just going to like manifest it into the world. And I used the time to do two things. One, build a community of people, specifically of women in investing. It's been incredibly helpful and rewarding to me already. But secondly, to sort of re-underwrite on, do I want to be an investor forever? And this is to your question, Rohit, on moving around. So I used business school to try everything else. I worked in the private equity team at Bain Consulting, basically being like, what is Tiger getting when they pay $1 million a week to Bain? Like, what report are they getting? I want to go make that report for summer. So I did that. I worked at All Trails, a spectrum portfolio company, on strategy for a little while. I worked at a couple venture funds. I tried like everything else. And my takeaway was, oh, great. I really liked my job. Like I'm going straight back to what I was doing, but with a renewed sense of conviction. My tip for recruiting out of the MBA, to Julia's to your question, is kind of what I started with, which is the internet is a beautiful and powerful thing. There's no reason to ever wait for someone to call you. So what I did was like, when I was at Mainsail, I kept a list of ones that got away. So companies I loved that we pitched and didn't win, or companies that I loved that we wouldn't have pitched because they were outside our mandate. Like start there and have that be like your personal interest and look at those funds. But then the best way in the world to get a job and build a relationship with an investor is read term sheet every day,